pumpkin spice and everything nice. Yes, that is the current craze. This is the time of year that everybody makes something with pumpkin spice or something pumpkin spice related. If that's what you're looking for, this is not the video. No, I'm kidding. But anyways, I'll link my pumpkin pie recipe down below for you guys to check it out. However, this is actually a apple dump cake. It's so good, so warm. So if you're trying to steer away maybe a little from like the super pumpkin pie craze, or maybe you just want some apple, dump cake. So why not? This is super simple. I'm gonna show you how to make your own homemade pumpkin pie filling that you don't have to. You can make this with a can. However, I believe that the best way to eat it, the best way to have it is with your own pumpkin. Did I say pumpkin a bunch of times? Apple pie filling. So anywho, I'm Veggie Let's get veggie. To start this recipe, we're using 1 box cake mix. I'm using vanilla cake mix. You can find these at your local supermarket. A lot of these vanilla flavored ones are vegan friendly. Just check the back of the box for the ingredients. We're gonna spice this up and we're gonna add some ground cloves, ground allspice, nutmeg, and cinnamon to make it a nice spiced cake. We're gonna mix this up, whisk it all together so that every delicious bite has a delicious pop of fall. Yes, that's what we're doing. Okay, so let's chop up some apples. We're gonna be using 4 apples, and for this recipe, I'm actually using gala apples. However, you could use any apples that are good for baking. My apples might look a little brown. Those of you guys who don't follow me on Instagram, I actually fractured my elbow and I'm currently healing from that. So I had Chris peel the apples a little while before I actually started cutting them, which is why they look a little brown, but they work just as good. We're adding in some water into our pot, some brown sugar, some granulated sugar, and also some cornstarch to thicken everything up and give us that apple pie filling texture. We're also adding in some spices. We got cinnamon, allspice, ground cloves, and a bit of nutmeg. That's going in there, and you're gonna whisk it all up. When you first add your ingredients, especially your cornstarch, you want this mixture to be cool. You don't want the water hot because it'll clump up on you. Whisk it all up and then add in your chopped up apples. And if your mixture is thickened a little too much or caramelized, you're just gonna add a splash of water and that should help loosen things up quickly. Mix this up and cook it for about 4 minutes. I'm adding a little bit of butter, just greasing up this 8x8 pan around the edges because that's where it tends to crisp up. And that's my favorite part. And we don't want anything being left on the pan because, of course, we want to eat it. Next, add in your pie filling. And of course, you can actually use store-bought pie filling. But I just feel like this is just shortcut enough. We did plenty of shortcuts. If you want it to taste a little bit more homemade, you can definitely make your own. But of course, if you want to take a bigger shortcut, you can use the store-bought stuff. I'm adding in half of the mixture, and the other half is just going to be idle to the side, and we're actually not going to use it. We're only using half of this mix, and we're gonna spread this all across the top, making sure that everything is nice and even, no clumps, no lumps, no bumps, and all nice and even, because that's the best way to do it in order for this to cook nice and evenly. I'm adding in some butter, melted butter, and if you want to steer away from the butter, you can add some lemon lime soda, some Sprite, Sierra Mist, or whatever you prefer instead of the butter. We're going to place this into a 350 degrees preheated oven, and it's going to be in there for 60 minutes, aka 1 hour. This baby starts bubbling up and looking deliciously crispy and golden, and it is time to take this thing out of the oven. Just be careful, don't burn yourself. And there you have it, your delicious apple dump cake. So that's it, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to tag me on Instagram using the hashtag Veggie Fam at Veggierose. If you make this recipe or any of my other recipes, I would love to see what you made. I would love to know what you think about it. I have also been sharing forward whatever you guys share that you have made of any of my recipes. I will share it on my Instagram stories so that the whole Veggie Fam could kind of like see what everyone else is making. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.